Hey everybody, DeLong Shot Signatures here. This is episode 206 of my TTM returns, and we got a super early morning video. I would have done this last night, but I went to bed really early, just tired from the week. But I'm going to do this one, and then if we get more mail later on today, I'll do a separate video for that. But we got in 5 successes for the Friday. Nothing on Thursday, so wasn't going to be, delayed too long. But we got in three football returns to start off with. First one is on a couple of set cards. This took 197 days and got back 2 of 2 from former NFL quarterback Mike Tomczak. So finally added this 1990 Pro set to the collection. Didn't have that one. And I've got another signed 90 Fleer from him. So I probably got 2 or 3 of those now. But took a little while, but I've seen a lot of people getting him back recently. He's been a fantastic signer for years. So really, really glad to finally, I'm pretty sure, get all the cards that I need for him in my various sets. Then we have another former NFL player here. He played tight end for the Broncos. Maybe not the most well-known player in the modern Broncos era. I think he was a Super Bowl champion with the team for Super Bowl 50. I can't remember if he had left by then. But he is now retired from the game, and he is working at the University of Nevada, his alma mater. So this is a 2 of 2 success in 18 days from former Broncos tight end Virgil Green. So he was a long-time backup for the team behind guys like Julius Thomas, and there was someone else he was a backup to. But he was selected late in the 2011 NFL draft, played sparingly, usually towards the end of the year each season. And then later on, he got to start being a starter for some time after Julius Thomas left. And the Broncos were trying to figure out their entire tight end situation for years. I still don't think they figured it out, although Greg Dulcich looks pretty good right now. But he played a few more seasons with them, spent a long time with the Broncos, and then played a few seasons for the Chargers, and then he very quietly retired. But really, really cool to add him. I think I already have him in my collection from purchasing an autograph, but really nice to get him on some cool looking Broncos photos. One of the guys I remember fondly during the Broncos, a little bit of a renaissance with Peyton Manning and everything. So cool to get that. Last one here for the football returns is a college football player, NFL draft prospect. This is a 2 of 2 success with a nice greeting card as well from Coastal Carolina offensive guard Willie Lampkin. So I think at the time that I sent this, he was being considered to be one of the top offensive guards in the class. Maybe not like, top 10 or anything, but still pretty high up there. He also included this greeting card, which he just simply printed his name. Not going to count that as a signature. He's kind of fallen off a little bit. Looks like right now, best case scenario is that if he does enter into the draft, he might go 6th or 7th round. I do believe he is a junior, so he could get another year of eligibility to work on his draft status, get a little bit better as a player before going in. I don't know what his decision is yet, but really, really cool to get another potential prospect. Then we have a college softball head coach. This might be a name you guys recognize even if you don't follow softball at all, but just follow American sports. This is a 2 of 2 success in 23 days from Oregon State's softball head coach, Laura Berg. Now, if you have heard the name before and you're wondering why, she was an outstanding softball player herself. She batted over 400 at the Division I level, won a College World Series with, I believe it was Fresno State back in '98, and then I don't think she played too much professionally. I couldn't find very much on a professional career, but she did do a lot of international play for USA softball, which she's a member of their Hall of Fame, and three-time Olympic gold winner, won a silver 1 year, and then she's won some gold at the Pan American Games. So she had a long, illustrious career at the international level. So really cool to get her. Um, just for the softball collection, but for the coaching as well, she has done really good the past 10 plus years at Oregon State, helping build up that softball program to be kind of around the same level as their baseball program. And they made the Women's College World Series last year, so they're looking to start repeating that kind of success. So really awesome success here, but this has to take the cake for the whole thing. Um, I always try to get serious and photos that are better quality and everything when I send them. But if I can find a funny picture that's in good taste and everything, I'll send that as well. If you guys remember my Chris Gabehart collection or return for NASCAR, it's a really funny looking picture of Denny Hamlin on there. But this one I thought was pretty cool. It looks like she's doing probably like a post game interview. She's got the headset on. She's looking somewhere. And if you look at her players behind her, they've ripped up some boxes and made their own little headsets and standing there. So I don't know if that was from an interview and that's online somewhere, but I saw that picture and thought that was pretty funny. So she signed that too. Really cool to get that one. Last success here is an NHRA return. This is one of the guys that I didn't get a chance to meet this year at the drag races, but I have gotten to meet him in the past. He's a fantastic person to talk to, great signer. He signed 4 of 3 for me, but this is coming back from Top Fuel driver Austin Prock. I believe he won the last race of the season this year. Didn't win the championship, but he won the last race of the season. So he signed my custom, signed one of his hero cards that I grabbed, this 8x10 that I got printed out. He also included an index card with a very kind note and signed that as well. But as you saw, I think on his hero card, he was the 2019 Rookie of the Year in the NHRA. His father, Jimmy Prock, has been a long time member of John Force Racing, so that helped him eventually work his way up from the lower levels, top alcohol and everything, into the top fuel for John Force Racing. They did not participate in 2020 due to COVID, due to concerns for John and other members of the staff. And when they came back, I think they dropped one of the top fuel programs. So Austin Prock was out of a ride, but he was still involved with the team. And now that they've got their feet back under them, they got the funding secured, he is back into drag racing. So really awesome to get that. He's one of the younger guys that's more exciting to watch. Hopefully has a long career ahead of him, and just a super awesome guy to meet in person. He works on his car. He's a little bit like Greg Anderson. You got to let him work on his car first, but after he's done doing that, he'll come by and sign and hang out with fans and everything. He's super cool about it. But that is it for today. Actually, might not be it for today, but that is it for yesterday's returns. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Helps me out a lot. Best luck with your guys' collecting. Take care.